Let's let you do an introduction, start a recording, and we'll go.
All right, welcome everybody. From Winnipeg, Manitoba, your hosts this evening, Don and Nancy Carson.
Well, welcome everyone. Looking forward to sharing some excitement, just a little bit of our own experiences to date, where we're going, how we see the next 10 years sort of shaping up for us and our family. I mean, it's interesting. Nancy and I have been in business for a lot of years, and she's been in a restaurant, wedding pavilion kind of business. I've been in a distribution company, which I just sold, and also a retail environment that I'm involved with. And we've seen a lot of changes. And so we wanted to touch on that with the PowerPoint tonight on where we see the world going business-wise and why we're just so darn excited about this network marketing industry. As I go to share my screen, my thoughts are really around all the jobs being lost by so many different, people these days. It's really sad, actually. I mean, I don't think that all the people in Forever 21 here in Canada, I'm not sure if that's a U.S. franchise or not. Is it? It is? Okay, so I mean, we just learned they just went Chapter 11, which, again, I mean, I don't think people thought of that going into the Christmas season, that they would have to be looking for a job in 2020. We just don't see the traditional business being as strong and the way it was when I grew up. I mean, I thought when I grew up that there could be a career that I could get involved with, and I could be there for life. And many of us felt that way. So today, I think that you're all jumping on this Zoom, you're inviting people, hopefully you're watching this recording after, and we're all being exposed to change. Now change can be good and change can be bad. And some people have to recognize that change can challenge you to, maybe look at things a little bit different. And so for my wife and I, we looked at this 4.5 years ago as an opportunity to change our life from a health standpoint, not from a business standpoint, from a health standpoint. And we really haven't looked back. Now, we've seen a lot during the last 4.5 years of growth in this company. We just watched another 1,000-point growth year over year in this company in terms of its existence. We've seen that a couple of times. With that comes challenges, but also excitement. And as an entrepreneur, I'm just fascinated to see how the company continues to pull together the infrastructure to handle this growth. And what we wanted to touch on tonight is really, we're just like you and I. We started with a $20 one-time activation fee. We bought some products. We learned how to enjoy them. Before you know it, we started sharing them. And, our history is just taking our entrepreneurial spirit and going out there and telling the world. We did this back in 2015, Nancy, and you describe it as ignorance on fire.
Well, I think what we did is we became a product of the product. We ran around, told everyone that we love the products. We said to everybody, they're making life so much easier for us. It's like an easy button. We really hadn't figured out what we were doing. We basically just told everybody that we knew, give us your credit card and let's do this. And that's how we got started. Lo and behold, we end up at our very first event that we're there, and we're figuring, okay, we really got to put our nose to the grindstone and figure out from some of the leaders in this company what it's going to take us to the next level here. And when we showed up, we were leadership of the company, and that was exciting because we were pioneers and we were breaking ground. But with that came a little bit of hardships. There's always hardships in being pioneers in any startup company. And the timing right now and the tools right now are just incredibly magnificent. I mean, there's people that have gone to the highest level in this company, and it's super exciting. I can't even imagine getting started right now compared to when we got started.
Yeah, and so we want to share that because, we've had some success in traditional business, and we're bringing some of that success. Really, it's because we understand it's never a straight shot. There's an entrepreneurial spirit that's needed. You're going to see some ups and downs in your business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. They describe network marketing as net work. Underline the word work. There's work to be done here, but you got to get you understand your head around the fact that you've got an opportunity here to take your little bit of time you can put into this and leverage it with so many people. So looking at my career in business, teaching school at one time, all the things that I'd seen go right and wrong, I've always had to consider the next day as a new opportunity. And, when we almost died in this boat back in 2014, it was an eye-opener for us. And we started to look at this concept of what does it mean to have cash flow? What does it mean to have that mailbox money? What does it mean to not have to put all this money in risk out there. I mean, to think about buying a franchise today with the way I see the businesses challenged today, my own current business challenged. I had 6 stores. I closed 5 of them. We can be profitable with 1 store, but when we were bigger, the infrastructure required was so large that we couldn't get it right. There's so many businesses today challenged by that, and that's what's happening. You see, as we look at the world we're in, most people can look at 3 things that they look for, right? Money, time, and freedom. The freedom comes in the form of health, to be honest with you. The ability to get off a couch, do things that you maybe couldn't do last year. And we saw that firsthand when Nancy went through that windshield and shattered her ankle and her shoulder. It was very difficult for her, I to be active, my back, my knee, all those things. We started to really recognize this chart or this slide that, good health costs money and bad health costs more. If you're going to let your body go to heck in the handbasket and start thinking that all you do is afford to buy a new handbag, shame on you. Your responsibility is to live your life to the fullest and help as many people as possible out there, because there's a really sad thing that I've recently discovered. It's that people probably will outlive their savings. People will outlive their cash flow that they thought. The retirement age, as people start living longer, is going to be very difficult to finance. And when I think about that, we've got to get our head around the fact that this industry is giving people a chance to truly believe that you have 100% of your life left. To really look at this, like this example, this incredible grandmother, 97 years old, running a marathon and completing it. I mean, she's inspiring a world around her, but she's not sitting back and doing nothing. She's recognized that, yeah, maybe there's some issues going on in my life. Maybe I've got some stuff I should worry about, but I'm not going to worry about them like I used to. There's a great opportunity out there for everybody. And for us, my wife and I, as successful entrepreneurs that have made millions of dollars in traditional business, we've even sold one of our companies back about 11 years ago to a New York Stock Exchange company for millions of dollars. We've had some success. We've had some failures. We've seen ups and downs. But I got to be honest with you, this industry is changing the way I look at business today. This has given me a chance now to really recognize beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'm at the right place at the right time. As we look at the 79 million people expected to join the network marketing industry over the next 5 years, I just want a few of them to be on our team every month, every year, and let them grow. And the nice thing is it's globally expanding without celebrities. It's globally expanding with you and me, the real people sharing real results. See, old business, traditional business of old, required you to get a celebrity to endorse something. We see right through that today. We even see right through that in past weight loss companies, because they would hire a celebrity, they would lose some weight. As soon as they go off their fake food product, before you know it, they were heavier or bigger than they were before. That's a diet, and that's not what we promote here in our company. So we've got 5 key elements that we're going to touch on here tonight in the next, say, 15, 20 minutes. Obviously the company, something we've done a lot of research on. We're excited to hitch our wagon to. We love the fact that we've got this incredible growth story happening. As I said earlier, 1,000% growth just this year alone, year over year. And you know what? Evenings like this that are free, training and support that's offered to the people to succeed. We believe with all our heart that the power of the Volantis family and the vision of the ownership is connected people around the world to help others succeed. And we pay a commission structure here that actually is incredible for all of you. So we're going to touch on that as well tonight. So the Latin term for Volantis is prevail. And I believe, Nancy, that we're helping a lot of people prevail right now.
About having so many people, and some people say to me on calls, do you think this is oversaturated? And this will never ever be oversaturated, because I always use this example of the fact that there's a Walmart and a Zellers and a Target, and they're all on the corner of each other, and they're all doing really well and selling lots of products. And I said, and they've all got almost the exact same products. So all you need is a little bit of that, and they can make a big difference here.
Right. So when we prevail, we start looking at who backs us. Debt-free company and ownership out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, gentleman by the name of Dave Jordan. Dave, when you get to know him, and he's become one of our very good friends because he only lives 90 minutes away by drive in a car. So we get a chance to see him probably more often than most reps in the world of Volantis. So we've seen firsthand in the last 4 years what this man is all about, what his vision is. And most of you that have come to conference and the different events have had a piece of it. I can tell you with all my heart that his vision is this to be a distributor's company, not owned by a distributor's company, because he wants us all to succeed. He wants us all to prevail. And I believe that's what we would describe as the sixth element here in Volantis. Having an owner that does not want to get rich off of our back, an owner that wants to put all of the infrastructure together so that people around the world globally can get rich. Now, if we touch on one of our categories, I like to think of our business as being something that is globally expanding, working on 4 wellness principles: good blood flow, good digestion, brain, mental clarity and focus, pain relief. And the byproduct of all of that is we get control of our lifestyle and we can manage our weight better. But if I want to pick the weight management category, listen, most diets don't work. Most of them are way too hard. They're costly. But what about coffee? I mean, gosh, folks, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to look around and see how many coffee shops there are, how many lineups there are at those coffee shops, and that there's billions of overweight people in the world. So if you're going to get a formula together that helps people lose weight and all they're doing is drinking coffee, most people that drink coffee will probably drink coffee to the day they die. They'll think of a coffee before their feet even touch the ground in the morning. And even the CEOs of the world are recognizing as they change their brands around coffee. McDonald's, the burger company that I grew up with Pound and everything else, is now called McCafe because coffee is such a big part of their business. Even the donut company listed on the right puts a coffee in their logo where it used to be a donut in their logo. And all of these brands are really hitching their wagon to coffee. And even this one, Starbucks, well, gosh, very good smell when you walk in that building, but somehow they get you to pay $5 for that cup of coffee. Now, I relate my early journey here to Volantis to this chart here, where I lost 16 pounds, and it cost me 2 tubs of coffee. So if I do the math, that's roughly $120 in money I spent to lose 16 pounds. So I just took that and divided it by 16 and came up with the math on what it cost me per pound to lose, right? And if you relate that to all these other plans out there, you'll find that this is almost free because I eat way less than I used to. If I ever stop at a coffee shop now, I don't order the donut and the muffin because I have no interest in it. So I look at this business as this question at the bottom: does your coffee help you lose weight? Well, mine does. And does your coffee, pay you to drink it? Well, mine does, and it rewards me. And my business continues to grow month over month as a result of others that are getting results. Here's some brands. Look at these ones. Look at what it would cost you monthly to consume this fake food. Ask yourself to the day you die if you're going to drink and eat that fake food. You're not going to. You're going to get off it, go back to your old habits, and gain all your weight back. But if it comes to a coffee, we're excited that our Optimum coffee is a neurological coffee that helps you continue to curb your appetite and keep you on track, okay? We've got a number of other products, incredible products that we can discuss. Go to VolantisProducts.com. You'll see them all there. You can start picking them apart, look at the ingredients. You'll discover that we're on the right track, ladies and gentlemen, with incredible products that are going to help you hit a home run. Now, I want to say there's 2 to 3 products in our portfolio that I absolutely love beyond a shadow of a doubt. The More Detox, my own research has proven that the carbon-60 in here, activated charcoal in here, the fulvic and human acids in here, these ingredients are game changers. These, to me, my words, Don Carson, I think it's the fountain of youth. It's helping my body embed the cellular minerals I need to get my body to rejuvenate itself. That's just my words. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea if what I just said made sense to any of you. But folks, when you dig in here, this product is incredible. All it is 2 little droppers, no taste, no smell in water. Drink it, and you will be blown away by some of the things that will happen to you. We got energy drinks. We've got immune drinks, safe for kids. People make our immune boost drink, and they put it as immunesicles for their kids because it's easy to get them to take good super fruits, right? And Imulin, folks. As we've launched this product, more and more and more, we're understanding just what we have here. I believe with all my heart that this product is going to change more lives around the globe for us than you can even imagine. It helps manage sugar. It helps manage inflammation. It gets you on track to get control of much of that sugar craving that you had, chaperones it through your body. I would suggest to all of you here that if you haven't tried this product, you can order it now. It's mind-boggling. We have a C version, ideally designed for diabetics. We've got people waiting right now to order boxes of 16 and 36 Imulin C because they know how incredible that product is. Studies have been done on it. It's patented. And to be honest with you, even Metformin says this product is incredible, and that's a pharmaceutical company, and they're looking at Imulin M as being a product that people should take. So there's not a lot of companies out there that have what we have, okay? We have a great company with great company products. Max, another product that helps your blood flow, excellent product. We have another division that's launching as we speak. In fact, we just got one of our back orders just today on one we had ordered a couple months back. Things are happening, ladies and gentlemen. And as we look at the sweet spot in our business, we're at that point. We are at the 12 million mark, 13 million mark a month in our sales, and we're heading to 20 million a month probably by the end of January. By the end of 2020, we'll probably hit the 40 to 50 million dollar mark month. I mean, what's happening here is incredible. So as you get started here, know that you're in the right place at the right time with tools that can assist you, but a compensation plan that can reward you. So I'm going to touch on some of the key elements of this, and then I'm going to come back at 9 o'clock, which is exactly in 45 minutes roughly, and we're going to go through a more hands-on training on how this comp plan is so darn simple, and you should understand it during that training. And I'll give you a couple other tips on getting started right. So we'll take about a half-hour break when we take off of this section, let you go get a coffee, get a glass of water, use a washroom, and then come back, bring your pen and paper, and we'll get ready to show you how to get started here. But let me just touch on it now for those of you that can't make it back for our little training at 9 o'clock Central Time, okay? 4 immediate ways that you can look at making money here. And I have to say the word immediate because I got to be honest with you, I haven't seen a comp plan in any company I've ever looked at in the past that pays everybody day one for activities they generate through their websites. Point, click, share. If somebody buys it, next Friday you get paid $20, $40, $60, $100 off of what they purchased. That is a great way to promote business because if you can help your new person make some cash flow, good chance you're going to be able to keep them interested, okay? We also leverage your time here by giving you a chance to buy a bigger pack, find others that want to buy a bigger pack, and we'll double your pay if you can do that 3 times on your 4th person and beyond. I'll touch on that in our 9 o'clock training. But it's an incredible leveraged income. Again, it's immediate income. You don't have to build big teams. All you can do is help people go out and sponsor a few people and get their money back. That's the way to look at it. If you bring 3 people in, you'll make $300 plus. You'll get a matching a share pool bonus of about another $100 is about $400, and you're almost at the point where you get all your money back on that pack. I love that you can make that quickly, okay? And then there's the residual side of our business. Build some teams. Go and talk to your college buddies, your high school friends, your workers, your colleagues, and say, we're going to put the band back together, whatever that means to you, and put a team of people together that will have a like mentality on your left and the same on your right, and we'll pay you 20% of the entire volume they generate. I'm not going about in that too much now, but I love most about this is that we dig in and we reward you for helping others make those checks. It's called a matching check. And I love that about what our plan does for you. It sets you up for car bonuses. It sets you up to be able to take advantage of all our tools. And folks, it's not going away, this business. The network marketing industry is exploding. The stuff that's going away is those logos you see in the top, unfortunately. There's companies, and as I said at the beginning of the call, Forever 21 and the other big retailers that are closing up. There's so much vacant space in the city of Winnipeg we're seeing in strip malls. I don't even know why they would even consider building a new strip mall. That's what's crazy about retail today, because online stuff is just exploding. So, as jobs change, we've got to change the way we look at things. We got to help people think a little bit differently. And I think the networking industry is going to give us that chance. And one of the reasons why is exactly this. Now, Nancy, I'd like you to touch on some of those things in social media that you do today that you might not have done 10 years ago and how that's changed your buying decisions.
I think the social media platform is just give the world a smaller place. It gives you the ability to recontact with all of the people that have come into your life in a way that you wouldn't have been able to do before. It used to seem disingenuous when you would reach out to somebody that you hadn't seen since high school. And now with social media, it allows you to do that at all times in every aspect. And so you just become a product of the product. You be an example of the company. Your success is your journey. And that is basically your billboard of bringing this to people. And it allows everybody to look into, and you choose the social networking platform that you feel most comfortable with. I love that our brand new app actually allows you to use any platform at all. No, what happens when you tell people Volantis, 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 Volantis over and over and over again is the first thing that people do, and this is just it's a proven fact, is they Google. Everybody goes to Google, and then you lose the ability to influence that decision. So you want to always be the one that is telling people about your experience, how you feel about your experience, and what things they're doing for you.
One of the great lines I heard was, you can either join us or watch me, but I'm going somewhere. You need to find out what I'm doing. I mean, that's basically a social media thing you could do, okay? So listen, for one-time $20 activation fee, you can get started, and we can compare all of our success here to a traditional business. Nancy owns one, I own one, we just sold one. Ladies and gentlemen, we make more money per month with Volantis than we make in all three of those companies combined, even with the one sold. It's just fascinating, the opportunity here. And it was a one-time $20 fee, and we bought a package. We just know how to do this now. We're learning and earning all the time, and that's what we'll teach you during our training. So get in where you fit in, buy what you can afford. You can get up to a 36-pack of assorted products that'll cost you around $31 to $33 per unit. All our products are priced the same. It's like a Costco membership in a sense. The more you buy, the better the price. But I love the fact that the company does give you a 90-day return policy on unopened products on your opening order. So I always recommend to people, buy the biggest package you can afford, because you've got the most opportunity to share those products at the cheapest price possible. Plus, you have the most opportunity to cut your risk down if you're not really interested after, say, 90 days, okay? So I love the fact that we have these career packs and these business builder packs, and it gives you a chance to maximize your commissions right out of the gate. There's advantages to being an emerald out of the gate versus a ruby. And you know what it is? It's a 53% commission versus a 38% commission. We can teach that to you at 9 o'clock. Now, if I really understand how our program works for everybody, simply it's called a 6-day experience. You go out there and you share with people 356 of coffee broken into 6 packs with coffee, and sell those for $20 and all your money back. It's not about the money back. It's about those seeds you've just planted. We'll teach you that. And over a 3-day, 4-day period, most of those people are going to call you back and say, how do I get more of this coffee? I've lost a pound. I feel really good, whatever that is. And you'll trigger a customer. Now, if they buy it again the second month, they might come back to you and say, gosh, I'm going to work, and somebody's saying to me, well, you're looking great. What are you doing? I said, well, I'm drinking this coffee I got from my friend about 2 months ago. Well, how do I get it? They'll call you and say, hey, is there a business here? How do I get involved? And before you know it, you're bringing people into your business. That's why we can say for $575 sample pack, often that'll turn into $3,000 a return to you in your business as you build it. So you know what? Listen, the old way of thinking doesn't work for me anymore. I don't understand how in school they teach our kids to, you know what, go get some sort of education, go get a job and work for 40 years. That doesn't exist anymore. The old way of thinking for retirement doesn't exist. To retire at an age and live for a certain short little period of time doesn't make sense anymore. We're all going to live longer. I know I have 100% of my life left. I know I'm keeping up with my wife because she's younger than I am, but I can tell you right now, I challenge her to keep up with me all the time. And usually she says to me, listen, Don, there's not a 36-hour day here, right? So we're all in here, folks. If you want to change, we got to change for you. This company is set up for great opportunity for all of you. And you know what? If you want to do this, you can own your life. You can get tax-deductible expenses. Travel the world with us to these different events. There's a big event going on in Cebu in the Philippines this weekend. There's going to be one in Spain and Liverpool. You could travel to those events, introduce people right off your trip as a tax-deductible expense, and build your business globally. So if that makes sense to you, we plan on coming back and showing you our plan in about 25 minutes. So maybe 30 minutes. So Brett, I'm just going to let you give this recording maybe a chance to open up a few people for some questions if they have anything for 5 minutes, and then we'll turn off our recording and we'll take a break and come back at 9 o'clock sharp to do some training.
All righty, everybody can unmute themselves if they have any questions, or why don't you stop the screen share there, Don, and sure. It will give the people the opportunity to hold up their hand or even ask any questions in the chat.
Sure. Okay. I think I just did that. Perfect. Okay. So anybody have a quick question for us? We've got about, we did that in about 25 minutes. So a couple of minutes worth of questions on the opportunity for anybody that's online here tonight. Going? Oh, we're so shy. No questions. Must have got you ready for the training. Well, Brett, I think the question I would have for you then is, back when you started here, did you believe you could do this full time for as long as you've been doing this, and excited as you are, you and your wife?
Yeah, never in a million years did I imagine it was going to happen that quick, and that it's continued. To this day, I just have to pinch myself every time I see these faces up here on the screen, and I get pumped. I want to rejoin every time I listen to you.
Oh, that's cool. So we've got somebody there that's unmuted. Christine, you're going to say hello to us?
Yes, hi. I'm baking a cheesecake. Good thing I have some emulin in stock now.
Wonderful. Good for you.
I listen to your presentation almost every week, and I've really not. I'm one of those who's been sort of sitting on the sidelines and kind of in my own way. But I really, it's repetition and hearing it again and again just reinforces. It's a pretty exciting time, and boy, watching all those diamonds, holy freaking out. I'm looking forward to the presentation that you're going to do on the sales, on the compensation.
And the compensation plan. Yeah, good.
I just sent some videos out. I mean, emulin. I just got my emulin 2 days ago. I have an injured shoulder. It's been injured 3 separate times. When I was about 28, again in my 30s, I've fallen into elevators that didn't open evenly. And again, 2 years ago when I had hip surgery, I injured my shoulder just before the surgery. So I injured it every day for 6 months with a cane and with whatever. I'm on day 2 of full emulin, sort of, and my shoulder's already like, I don't know, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And people are going, oh yeah, that's nice, I'll do a little research. I go, like, you're going to research? This guy's a PhD. Been nominated for the Nobel Prize. You go ahead and research. Yeah, okay. Like, did you graduate from science program? I actually have a background in science, but it drives me crazy. Anyway, so can't be a priest in your own village sometimes.
Well, well, you're excited, I can tell. And
I'm getting excited listening to you guys.
Well,
and
exciting.
Forever 21, I like bomb. There it goes. That's my timer. I'm also cooking chicken wings.
Okay, well, I'm going to mute you. Thanks for chiming in. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Okay, anybody else want to chime in? Jana, I see you on here. I don't know if you want to chime in. I know you did a presentation last night that we shared with Andrea. Anybody else want to come off mute here since we've got about another 2 minutes?
I would like to just hit it home.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, Brenda.
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
by the way, whatever you got going there color-wise, what an amazing picture that is. Look at that.
I'm sitting in the dark, kind of.
Okay.
Just wanted to really compliment you guys for you do great presentation, and also hit it home. We're going to be hearing more and more statistics. What you just mentioned about people not being able to afford retirement and outliving their money. We're seeing more and more statistics. I work for a financial institution, and we're seeing more and more statistics when people are answering surveys. They're feeling that they're going to outlive their money. Some people feel like they're going to be squeezed out of their job because the younger people are, with digitization coming in, they're going to work themselves out of a job, and they're scared about what are they going to do now. So I think this is a great opportunity for a lot of people to look at it, even start in part-time until they're able to afford to move into it full-time, because of what we're seeing for statistics.
Good stuff. Thank you for backing that up, Brenda. That's awesome. And you're an expert, so you know. We got time for one more testimonial. Anybody else want to throw one more testimonial in? Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
As always, both you and Nancy, thank you very much for everything yesterday, today, and tomorrow. What I wanted to say to you guys is that clearly I took myself off mute and I turned my video on because clearly I'm an aging musician. I come from the era of hair metal, and believe it or not, even though I just had a band signed to a record deal, 80s sounding hair metal does not keep the lights on. What keeps the lights on is the opportunity provided for me. And thank God I joined something where somebody presented something to me that I looked at it and I went, okay, yes, I've been waiting for this opportunity for so long. And I can sit at home, I can go out, I can have a business card, I can have something to say to somebody, I can have a story, I can have my story. and I could tell somebody, and all of a sudden I have a paycheck coming in every Friday in American money that keeps my lights on. So
That's
that
exciting.
is what I want to tell people, that everything's changing. Music doesn't keep the lights on. Now this opportunity keeps my lights on. And
Well,
as
Johnny,
a
congratulations, my friend. I look
musician,
forward to going to hear your band too, whenever we can get out there, because you've invited us. Well, you hit it out of the park. Everybody that grabbed hold of the testimonials. So thanks, everyone. We'll give you a break here for 29 minutes, and at 9 o'clock, come on back, and we'll teach you a little bit about how to get started right.
Thanks,
Take care.
guys.